Hello, Year 5. So today we're going to look at the House of Wisdom key vocabulary. And it's going to be very important because we're going to need it for a hot task this week. So make sure we memorize each of the different definitions for each of the different vocabulary for our history topic this term. Now, see, as you can see straight away, you may know some of these keywords from different subject areas. So this one, city, we might know already from our geography lessons. So city is a large town where people live and trade. As we can see, we were looking at the city of Baghdad, which is depicted on the right. Speaking of Baghdad, Baghdad is the city in the Islamic Empire where the House of Wisdom was located. Next, we have the Tigris River. Now, this is one of the two rivers that encircle the region of Mesopotamia, where Baghdad is. So Baghdad was actually built on the Tigris River, but Mesopotamia, the region of it, was encircled by Euphrates and the Tigris River. Mesopotamia was the ancient province, region, area, and country that Baghdad is in. Most of Mesopotamia is now in Iraq. So this country doesn't exist anymore, but the area that it used to encompass includes Iraq. Here we can see it on a world map. Just look how far away it is from the UK. So past Italy, past Turkey is Iraq, which was the ancient province called Mesopotamia. Now, a very important person we need to look at, Caliph Al Mansour. So Caliph Al Mansour was the second Abbasid Caliph. So these were the emperors of the Muslim Empire, reigning from 754 CE to 775 CE. He is known for founding the round city of Mandit al-Salam, which was to become the core of imperial Baghdad. Another key vocabulary, Islam. So Islam is an Abrahamic monotheistic religion. So that means they believe in one God, one God, teaching that Muhammad is a messenger of God. As we, of course, we know in the Islamic Empire, they worship Islam. Another key figure within this history, Muhammad, peace be upon him, Prophet of Islam. Next, a very important historical concept. So you might be trading your Pokemon cards, but in this time, we'll be looking at trade routes. So a trade route is a series of paths or roads that are used for transporting goods. So traders would travel on these, go to different cities and buy and sell different goods. That'd be trading. An invention, so it's the action of inventing something, typically a process or device. So as we know, because of all the knowledge that was stored in the House of Wisdom, it allowed lots of inventors to invent different things for the Islamic Empire. Next, we have a university. So it's a higher level educational institution. So one step above school, in which students study for degrees and academic research is done. Just like the scholars during Baghdad, they would go in the House of Wisdom and to universities to study. Next, we have hospitals. So another key part which used information from the House of Wisdom in order to cure patients. So as an institution, so it means like a building or community, providing treatment and nursing care for sick or injured people. Next, we have algebra. So actually originates from a famous mathematician or Arabic mathematician who studied at the House of Wisdom, comes from his name. So algebra is a branch of mathematics dealing with symbols and the rules for manipulating those symbols. Next, we have discovery. It's the action or process of discovering or being discovered. Afterwards, we have silk. So silk is a very important resource within the Islamic Empire. So silk is a natural protein fiber, some forms of which can be woven into textiles. So we may be looking at this during DT later. Next, we have wisdom, so the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, so the quality of being wise. And then we have location, so it's a particular place or position. And another key important historical concept of sources. So source is an original source that contains important historical information. Now, you may know we have primary and secondary sources. So primary sources would be information from the time. Secondary sources would be after the time. And finally, we have philosophy. So the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence. So lots of scholars, so we've got a keyword there, lots of scholars would practice philosophy at the House of Wisdom. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you remember all these different keywords for your hot write this week. Good luck.